Before you make any piece of content for your business, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. Who are we making it for, and why do they care? My name is Tyler. I own Blue Dot Media. We are a video production and strategy company here in Buffalo, New York. We do over $20,000 a month in revenue, and this channel is dedicated to helping other agency owners and all business owners in general grow their businesses with video. So if that's something you're into, feel free to subscribe and let's get into it. So many times I have people come to me and say, hey, we want to make a video for our business or make a series of videos for our business that we think will do really well. And I say, that's great. What's the idea? And they'll throw an idea out there like, hey, we want to talk about the history of our company and talk about kind of what we do and maybe interview some of the founders. I'm like, that's fantastic. So who's the target audience? And a lot of times people don't think about the target audience. They're saying, we just want to make it generally for anybody who comes across us. We do have a target audience of, X, Y, and Z, but we haven't thought about that of who we're making it for. And the first thing you need to know is who you're making your videos for, because that informs a few things. The target audience informs how you're going to structure your messaging to make sure that you're talking to that target audience. And it also informs where you're going to be distributing that video. Because if you're making videos for 50 to 60-year-old business owners, it might be different. It's gonna be different if you're trying to target 20 to 30-year-old entrepreneurs. You're probably gonna be looking at a Facebook, LinkedIn segment with the older crowd, and maybe a Instagram, maybe TikTok or YouTube type audience with the younger crowd. And you really need to understand, hey, who are we making this video for? Then where are we going to put it? How are we going to get it to them? And that leads me to number 2 is who cares? Why are they going to care? Because so many times a lot of business owners, and I've done this too, we make videos or we make content that we go, people will care about this. And it's really just we care about this. So what we care about our businesses isn't necessarily what our audience cares about. And I'm sure you've heard maybe even me say it, that nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. And the whole premise is like, no one cares about you. They care about what you can do for them. And I have said that in the past, and I think I've updated that to nobody cares about everything about you. So people care about you. People care about every part of you, but not everybody cares about every part at the same time. So for instance, I grew up lower middle class, had everything we wanted. Thanks, Mom. Love you. You did great. We grew up in a trailer park. And now I have a business that's doing very successful, and not everybody cares. If I'm pitching to a multi-million-dollar CEO of a real estate development, they don't necessarily care where I grew up. They want to talk about the numbers and the success that I've had from my other clients. Whereas if I'm talking to other video agency owners, maybe where I grew up and how I was able to bring my life from point A to point B does matter to them because they can see themselves in their shoes or in my shoes. So it's really important to understand, like, not everybody cares about everything about you, but everybody cares about something about you and how it pertains to them. So when we're making videos or content for our businesses, we have to think about that. Like, who are we talking to and why are they going to care about this? And that why are they going to care about this is the leading hook for your content. So for instance, if you're like a big company, let's just say like a big brokerage or something like that, and you're going to do, hey, we should do an interview with us and our president or our founder. We want to talk about their background, where they grew up, how they're a native to the area. And our target audience is new agents, to maybe get them to want to come to work for us. Well, I had put money on that those new agents don't give a shit about where the president of the company grew up. They don't. Now, that might be a nice little tidbit to throw in there, but the new agents just want to care about how their lives are going to be changed by coming and working for that brokerage. So that's what you have to learn to start with. You have to start with, if you're watching this video, we're going to talk about the X, Y, and Z on why agents who work for us make more money, have bigger brands, and have longer lasting careers. And then in there, you can talk about, so-and-so is a Western New York native. But if you start off with something that the target audience doesn't care about, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So before you make any piece of content, remember, who's watching? Why do they care? Those 2 questions will make your content so much more successful. I hope this video helped in some way. If it did, let me know in the comments. Drop a like, share it with your friends or business owners or someone who might need to hear this message. And if this is something you're into and you want to learn more about how to grow your business with video, I'd love if you subscribed. See you in the next one.